Hey, well, hey, aloha, it's Bob again. Here I am back at Coco Palms. It is Saturday, what, September 8th or September 9th? I don't know. Anyway, what we're going to film today is the Queen's Hall and the Coconut Palace. I'm going to post some stuff of what it used to look like and what it's looking like now. And then we're going to talk about what I believe that they're going to do with it again. So again, here we are, Coco Palms. Raining a little bit. I'm sitting in my car waiting for the rain to stop. And then I'll get out, we'll get in there, and we'll just talk about all this cool stuff again. Okay. Hey, aloha. Bye-bye. So right now I'm on the backside of the Queen's Hall. That's the west side of it. So with the tall roof, that is the Queen's Hall. And then we swing this way, and that is the backside of the Coconut Palace restaurant. And we'll be going in there on the backside. This was the kitchen. We'll go through there, we'll see what it looked like. Well, we'll see what all this look like now. And I'll show you stuff from what it used to look like way back in the day. So looks like the rain is gonna stop here. I can get out and we'll go inside. It's gonna be a little dark in there. When I edit, I can lighten things up so we can see better. Okay, aloha, here we go, having fun. Okay, we're walking up the path now. This is the Queen's Hall, Coconut Palace next to the Queen's Hall. We're back in the grove. All that, this side and the other side. That's the palm tree grove. There's the chapel right there. Okay. So, like I said, it's going to be a little dark when we go in here. But hey, nothing wrong with creepiness. Queen's Hall. This Queen's Hall was opened up in about 1975 when Grace had it built and finished. Great big banquet hall. Okay, so here it is. Like I say, it just rained, so now I'm going to get dripped on in here. This is the south end of the Queen's Hall. And there was a great big painting here. And when I get back to editing, I'll show you what that painting looked like. And that painting was eventually put in storage, and somebody stole it from storage. The Queen's Hall had 3 sections to it. Each section is still looking pretty good, you know. Structurally, it's looking good. Each section, and again, I'll insert some pictures of what it looked like before. But at the center of each section, let's see if I can get up to that hook up there. You see that hook? Okay, each of these 3 sections, they had this cool stuff hanging from the hook. And it was gourds and bamboo. And that was hanging from each section. So we'll see there's 3 sections here. Okay. The walls were all hand-woven lahala in here. And some large pictures in each section here of past royalty from Kaua'i's history. So when they did a demolition, they took down all these lahala walls. There is, like, in some places, there's little pieces of lahala left. See that? This is some of the lahala And all these walls were covered in lahala. And it's kind of interesting that there's still just small pieces of it here when it was lahala all over the place. Pretty cool. See? There's more lahala around the fire alarm. Okay. That again, the south end where that beautiful painting was. And then we look at each section. We look up here and we'll see, you see these trucks. And that's because they could wall off each section. So if they had 3 different events going on in here at the same time, they could roll in the walls and run those 3 events and they wouldn't disturb the event next to it. So, and those walls are still here. Right here. Okay. Okay. This is a whole bunch of these walls. These walls are also all hand-woven lahala. Okay. Trying to get some light on them. And they're still here. And they would just roll them on in. Okay, the main kitchen was up here. And you could see, I'll go back in that kitchen and hope I don't get clunked on the head. But, because things are falling apart. But this was the kitchen. And then it had a hallway from the kitchen all the way down to the end of the Queen's Hall, the great big banquet hall here. So they had doors coming from this hallway into each section. So they could still serve different groups from the kitchen. Is this roof falling in? A little bit, that's okay. This was like a storage area. Okay. It's the Queen's Hall from the other end. I'm going to go into here because this is another restaurant. 5 restaurants at the Coco Palms the time it was open. This one, if you're ever lost at the Coco Palms and didn't know what you were, you look at here behind the electrical panel. It'll tell you where you are. You're at the Coconut Palace. This is one of the 5 restaurants that was here. This was Grace's favorite restaurant. She absolutely loved it. This was the lounge from the Coconut Palace. And of course, as you can see, the roof is coming in. But this is the Coconut Palace. And I will, when I edit this for you, I'll put some pictures. Okay, now this is kind of interesting. What am I finding here? It's like some kind of a backpack. And a book. A Hawaiian dictionary. Hawaiian to English, English to Hawaiian. And that's just sitting here on the floor. Whoa. Interesting. Okay. There was, I'm also going to show you a picture of what this restaurant looked like. And then up here, we go up here and we see that big hook right there. Beautiful chandelier was hanging from there. And that hook is still there. This was a lava rock waterfall right in the middle of the restaurant. And the water would come down both sides of it, and then out the back it would be pumped back up and it'd come back around again. This was a big place. Down at the far end here, that's where they had a stage, and that's where they'd have entertainment. And about every year they'd have Elvis Week. The last Elvis Week was 1991. And so every night they'd bring in different entertainers each night during that week. And I'm going to show you an ad, okay? I will put a copy of that ad on so you can see it. You'll see the first night of this particular week, 1991, the very first group to come in for that Elvis Week was the Association. Association lead singer was Larry from, not Larry Rivera. Okay, hold it. I'm spacing out. I'll have to. It was Larry. Oh God, he was from Kaua'i. He was the lead singer. Okay, I'm having a senior moment right now. I'll think of it. Larry. He was a good buddy too. Anyway, he was the lead singer of the Association. And then the last night of that particular week, 1991, the last Elvis week before the hurricane, Bruno, a little 6-year-old Elvis impersonator, grew up to be Bruno Mars. And we have a picture of Bruno. So, okay, I'm also gonna go outside here because the lagoon is right here. Watch it, I don't trip, break my face. Okay. Oh, okay. This is the King's Bridge. Okay. It is obviously falling to pieces. Used to be a beautiful bridge. It went across the lagoon from this structure here, and it's called the King's Bridge because there was another building right over there. It was called the King's Building. Sadly, the hurricane in '92 did a lot of damage to it, even though the King's Building sat there until 2016, and that's when they finally took it down. Right across from us here, Kaua'i 2, Kaua'i 1. Those buildings will be coming down and rebuilt. Okay, we're heading back toward the lounge here in the Coconut Palace. Okay, I got over my senior moment. The lead singer of the association was Larry Ramos. And Larry, born and raised on Kaua'i. And eventually, his brother was also in the group. And Larry died in 2014. Okay, so what I'm looking at here, that's another bridge right there. And that bridge goes from this structure over to the other side to a Kaua'i 2 building right there. And this bridge here is also fallen to pieces. Okay, and this was the lounge. You could go outside here from the Queen's Hall, and it had an outdoor lounge. So people could come in here, grab a drink out here, just relax, enjoy. It's kind of falling apart. About the only thing holding this roof up is that cement wall there. But this is behind the bar. Okay. So this was the outdoor bar area at the Queen's Hall. I'm going to show you pictures of the Queen's Hall. It was absolutely gorgeous. More storage here. These doorways here, you'll see these. I have pictures of what the doors look like. Some of them are in storage. Beautiful Kaua'i wood doors, hand carved. And 4 of them were stolen many years ago. We never did find them. The rest we put in storage. They're still in storage. And there were 2 doors in each opening here. There were 10 doors total. Okay. Beautiful place, the Queen's Hall. It was gorgeous. Okay, now we're gonna go into the kitchen. This is the kitchen from the Coconut Palace and the Queen's Hall. So this one kitchen served both areas, the restaurant and the whole Queen's Hall. Now I'm being really careful because these beams in this restaurant have been falling. So as I go through here, I try not to run into anything because I don't want it to fall on me. Okay, this is where all the dishwashing equipment was. This whole area here. Okay, now you see what's going on back here. Okay. Okay. Oh man, this whole place is just falling apart. I never know which beam is going to be the next one to collapse. Here's the last one to collapse, right here. This was the one before that. Yeah. And there was that one back there. So there's more that got to come down here. I just try not to be under one when it happens. Okay. There's the roof of the Queen's Hall. Nice open air kitchen now. Used to not be this way. It has its own little indoor garden. How nice is that? Okay. I don't think I want to go that way. We're going to go back around here. Oh man, look at that. The only thing holding this beam up is that 1/4 inch right there. That's all that's holding this beam up. About 1/4 inch. Oh man. Okay. More indoor garden, you know. So I don't know if they grew any of their veggies in here, but with the sun, the nice open air roof now. It's nice. Probably had fresh coconut drinks, yeah. Somebody had them, don't know who. Okay, I'll watch out for this beam here. Never know. Never know. Okay. Down this way they had restrooms and reefers and everything down there. Okay, so this is it. Kitchen from the Queen's Hall and the Coconut Palace. Beautiful open air place to work. Okay, so that's what I'm showing you today. The Queen's Hall, the Coconut Palace, and that area back here. So, hey, thanks for watching, and being here next weekend also, and we'll show you other really cool stuff, that what it looks like now, tell you what we think it's going to be, what the owners want to do with it. So, aloha. Hey, have a good day. Love you guys. Bye-bye.